Hello everybody, my name is Evan, proud Trump supporter and proud patriot. As always, it is good to be with you. I said in my last video that in my next video, which is this one, that I would be making the analysis of Trump's first 6 months. It has been a bumpy ride, not because of Trump, just because of everything surrounding Trump. And I want to analyze not just Trump, but everybody. The Democrats, the media, and Trump and his administration. 3 separate groups I want to grade. Okay, so let's start off with Trump. So the first 6 months have got rough at times, and other times he's really cleaned it up so great. Most of the time things get cleaned up pretty quickly and pretty great. A little bit sloppy, but, I don't really say because he's never been in politics. I just think that people make mistakes, and Trump is a person who shows you're human by making mistakes instead of, doing everything so perfect, or so it seems, and you find out 3 years later that we're in a war. So I'm going to say that the biggest thing that he has done for the United States of America is add jobs to the economy. If you can't see that he's added jobs, then I'm sorry, you're crazy. 1 million new jobs. You look even before he got elected, a little bit after he got elected, before he got inaugurated is what I meant to say, that he was adding jobs like Carrier. Remember, he added almost 1,000 jobs, the air conditioner company in the state, the same state as the vice president. Pence was, just left being governor there to become vice president, and Trump added 1,000 new jobs there. Then, right now, as of now, he's added over 1 million new jobs. So that is pretty much what looks good. And it's good for the economy, and it's good for people, so people could put food on the table. The next big thing he's been doing is deregulating the economy and the job system in the United States of America. He has been putting regulations, cutting them and taking them away. A lot of them, not all of them, because you need to have some, but because it's so hard for people to get a business going with all these Obama-era regulations that have really put a strain on getting their businesses and jobs moving in the United States. For every regulation, 2 deregulations will occur, or will happen, and Trump is making this law, and I love it. Okay? Strong immigration reform. Right, they have just recently passed Kate's Law. They have had victory with the border, making illegal immigration, go down, and just proposing the RAISE Act, which hasn't gone into effect yet, but overall illegal immigration, and the crimes and the violence has been reduced. He has just come recently to my home island of Long Island to talk, and he talked to a lot of police about getting rid of bad gangs in Long Island. So, there's a lot of things that have been happening that, Trump makes it an effort, and he makes it such an effort that he even comes here, to a state where so many people hate him, unfortunately. So, what else has President Trump done? Well, he's added Neil Gorsuch. Whether you like him or not, a Supreme Court being added is an honor for any president of the United States. You could talk about the controversy, yes, with Merrick Garland and Obama, but Trump, it's still an accomplishment for him, and he couldn't help anything that happened back then. Even if he put his opinion out there, which he did, I think he wanted it to happen, where Obama didn't get Merrick Garland since he was just leaving. Trump wasn't going to make that final decision anyway, because he was just a candidate. So axing him wasn't going to really matter, I think. So, Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, which is a conservative, and he promised a conservative, and I think that's better. People on the right usually seem like they go more to look at the Constitution as it is and not how they think it should be. Because the Constitution is an important document, and you can't make it what you want it to be. It has to be strictly what it is. I have a copy of the Constitution in my room with me, and, having that and knowing about it is important. So having Neil Gorsuch, I think, is an accomplishment because it's an honor to the Constitution of the United States of America. He has been making a stronger military. He has had a stronger military and has had just a great team added between Mad Dog Mattis, between Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State. He is McMaster for the National Security Advisor. I liked Michael Flynn too, but of course they want to prosecute him and put him in jail. The people who never even served in the military, just like Senator Blumenthal, yet they think that they should be the ones to decide if Mike Flynn goes to jail. So what else has happened? President Trump clearly making victory in the Middle East, obliterating ISIS. You've heard about the victories, and if you haven't, it's probably because you're watching just CNN and MSNBC, and if you're not just Fox, but if you do take the minute to go to Fox, even though it is pro-Trump, in a way, I think it's pro-real news instead of pro-fake news, and you have plenty of people who don't like Trump on Fox, including conservatives and Republicans. You would see that there's victories in the Middle East, and people have been cheering for Trump. You know, there was the victory in so many different areas. We dropped the Moab. We had the Assad, which is a victory because now they stopped using chemical weapons. And overall, we've just had victory with now. Actually, today was kind of the marking of the victory with North Korea because they backed down. Although we really have to end their nuclear buildup. It's good that North Korea is wising up, and Kim Jong-un is a chicken, and I knew he was going to be a chicken shit because, you know, clearly anything he does, he would have lost in this battle. There's no way he would have come out on top. So, I think he's a chicken and a coward, and he did the right thing, though. So, being a coward sometimes is good, right? Okay, so what else has President Trump done? Well, he's been really cracking down on sanctuary cities, and he hasn't really gotten full victory on it yet, but he's been making it a big case, and he's been getting people on his side like crazy, so that is a very good path to victory. You've also had so many other senators help him or try to help him with that. Some Republicans are anti-Trump, which is disgusting, and it's just like, why do we elect these guys if they weren't going to help Trump? But this is what happens in politics, of course. Now, we've also had the victory with, what was it? Besides, you know, the progress with that, even though we haven't gotten full progress on sanctuary cities, you had the recent ban that was voted. All 9 Supreme Court justices had voted that, and said it was legal, constitutional, that it could go through, so that was good to protect Americans, because this argument that it's racist is stupid, and I actually just did a paper last semester in my English class, and I got an A on it, and for a political essay, defending Trump's travel ban, happy to get a 90, she was a really good teacher, really good professor, and I loved her, she was very nice, and she really was a good teacher, and not biased at all. So then you have this other side and other 2 groups. But let me say the little mistakes. There have been mistakes to certain things Trump says. I'm not going to go into specifics about what he says, because sometimes certain things he says maybe are not okay. I don't think he should stop tweeting. I think tweeting is great because he bypasses the media. But I think that the biggest defeat these past 6 months has been Obamacare, but I think it's not because of Trump. I think it's because of the Senate and the House of Representatives and the idea that you have all these different groups fighting each other, and the conservatives just want to keep on going conservative, instead of what's for the people. Healthcare should be bipartisan. I've always believed that. I'm a big believer in bipartisanship, and we need to have a bipartisan healthcare with the Democrats, Republicans, moderate Republicans and moderate Democrats, maybe some conservatives if they want to hop in, some, you know, certain liberals, but we can't have socialized medicine, and Trump doesn't want that, but I think the blame is really on them for not having a plan for 7 straight years. So, and like you said, Mitch McConnell should get to work. But then you have the media, which is disgusting, and the media and the Democrats have been terrible, but the media, I would say, gets a B. What was I going to say? B. No, Trump gets a B+, and his administration B+. Almost, in some cases, an A, but I would say rounded to B+. I would say that, I think that they get an F, minus, the media, failing to report all different things, always sticking to Russia, never backing down from Russia, interrupting President Trump in press briefings, being disrespectful to the family of President Trump, leaking fake news, letting these fake news stories become news, doing all these disgusting things, telling people what they should believe. We have a mind of our own, media. Shut up. The fake news does not deserve to tell us how we should think. And Trump said that, and I agree 100%, that they are the enemy of the American people. And I think they've gotten an F. And I think Trump has gotten, you know what, I take back the B+. I think we could round it off to an A. An A+ is very difficult, but I think for the first 6 months, so far it's an A. The first year, second year, you'll be able to judge. But I think they have been disgusting. And the media includes Hollywood elitists like Kathy Griffin. Was that not disgusting? Do you think she should not be held accountable for holding up what is a Trump look-alike of his, it was a gory, gross thing. I don't even like to talk about it. His own personal body, his head, she's holding it up, and then she goes, I'm getting bullied. Come on, Kathy Griffin, you're getting bullied? You just hold up that, and then you say you're getting bullied. So the media clearly gets an F. A friggin' F. F, 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 F. Because they're effing wrong about everything. And they're fake. F means fake. Okay? You have to understand something. The media is against Trump. And I mean, there's so many examples where, not even just with Trump, but they would just go above and beyond, I mean, with Trump, but in different ways. Like when they failed, there was a thing, and you should look it up. On Fox showed it, on Tucker Carlson tonight specifically, where they showed CNN's coverage and MSNBC of the Manchester attack, which is disgusting to not even have that coverage over Russia. But with the media now, of course. So they get an F for all these different things I've been doing. I mean, Johnny Depp, we should kill an actor. When is the last time an actor assassinated a president? Or with Madonna, let's blow up the White House. The media and Hollywood deserve an F, a big fat F. Technically, you could split Hollywood and the media into two, but they all go together. They're very tight together. They love each other, they hug each other, and kiss each other, because that's what they do. So, then you have the Democrats, obstructionists. And what do I give the Democrats? An F. Not helping Trump, not trying to reach out to Trump, not learning the lesson, calling out Hillary for saying that she blames everybody but herself. So do they. They lost seats in Congress, not just Hillary. They lost because they're not for the working class. They don't truly understand why Trump won, or they do, they don't want to say it. They are just calling Trump a racist, a sexist, a homophobe every day. They're not coming up with any new ideas. So the Democrats get an F. You know, I'd give him a D-, but what's so disgusting is that you have Democrats still in campaign mode going, Trump's a bigot, 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 bigot. And you know, everybody talks so good about Bernie. I'm sorry, but Bernie is a little bit wrong and twisted about how he thinks. I mean, after Trump won, I hope he doesn't use his bigotry. Come on, Senator Bernie Sanders. Come on, Senator Bernie Sanders. Why? He's going to use his bigotry to put policies through? What does that even mean? So, the media, the Democrats, and Trump, A for Trump, and them two, they get big fat Fs. And I think the media is the worst of them all, but the Democrats have not been innocent in this. In fact, they have been pushing false news, fake narratives about the Russia collusion with no evidence, and Trump needs to defend himself. Robert Mueller should resign. Robert Mueller gets a big fat F, okay? And just so many other things. You know, some of the other things that happened, James Comey getting fired, I think it was good. The timing was bad, maybe in a way, but the timing would have been bad for the media either way. So I'm glad he fired him and got Christopher Wray. I'm proud that now we find out the Democrats' corruption is exposed of the unmasking. Susan Rice, Sally Yates, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Loretta Lynch, all these people, great people, we're finding exposed. And that is my analysis of the past 6 months. So tell me what you think, and as always, make America great again. Alrighty, thank you.